to my channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing the BH Cosmetics Take Me Back to Brazil palette. I will also show you a demo with some of the shadows in the palette and also finger and brush swatches. Okay, to start off my review, this is by BH Cosmetics. I just got it off of their website and it's called Take Me Back to Brazil 35 Color Pressed Pigment Palette. So these are all pressed pigments, they're not technically eyeshadows. This is like the sequel to Take Me to Brazil palette that they released probably 2 years ago, maybe one. I don't know for sure about the time range about that, but I know this is the second one to it because it's Take Me Back. So this is $16.99 on the website and that is in USD, and it has 35 shadows and it comes out to about roughly 50 cents per shadow. So that is really inexpensive and awesome compared to like Sephora and other brands like that, you know, because usually Sephora it could range from $2 to like $4 or $6 for an eyeshadow and a palette. So yes, this is definitely very inexpensive for how much shadows you get. So it just has a sleeve for the palette, and this is reflective, Take Me Back to Brazil. I don't know what the technical term is, but this is a girl who's like a dancer or whatever in the Brazil festival. I don't know, I think it's in Rio, whatnot. And then she has some metallic details and it looks really bright and cool. And then you turn around and then you get a whole bunch of information. You see that what the palette actually looks like here, and then just about all the shadows and the ingredients and stuff like that. So you get 35 grams of shadow, so it's pretty much a gram a shadow, but there is 3 big ones on the bottom, so it doesn't totally work out that way, but you get 35 grams of products. So the sleeve just comes off like this, and it's pretty much exactly the same on the actual palette. And I would say this is a small size palette, it's about the size of my hand. It just flips open like this. It has a magnetic closure, has a good size mirror inside, and then you have all of your shadows right there. And it continues with the festival theme, so you got the feathers here and confetti and stuff like that. And so you have all your shadows ranging from pink, red, orange, yellow, green, kind of indigo, dark blue, and purple. And then you get 2 white shades and a black here. And these are way, I would say maybe like 3 to 4 times bigger than these small ones right here. And it's a thin size palette as well, just cardboard. So yeah, that's pretty much the extent of that. So also on the back of the palette it says, capture the excitement of Rio's Carnival. Oh yeah, that's what I was talking about with the girls with all the feathers and stuff. Capture the excitement of Rio's Carnival. Wearing intense brights from this Take Me Back to Brazil 35 color pressed pigment palette. A rainbow of super pigmented, buildable, blendable mattes, satins, and shimmers that make a stunning statement. So there you go. Now I will show you the brush and finger swatches. Roll the clip.
Cuba, que viva Cuba. Cuba para siempre. Cuba,
they are not totally opaque with finger and the brush swatches, but you do have to build up, especially the mattes. You have to build them up a lot on your lids and stuff like that. You have to build them up because they're not very pigmented. But in turn, it is hard to do neons, yellows, and purples and stuff like that to be very pigmented and work really well. They are very bright shadows. Like, they don't look dull once you swatch them. They have the exact same color as in the palette. They last all day on my greasy lids, and they only crease a little bit, but they stay the same color and it doesn't fade throughout the day. This is like one of the only palettes that it has this many color choices for a colorful palette at this price, at least from what I know. There are so many colorful shades. Like, there's not only one red or one yellow, like there's many in-depth shades, so you get so many different type of levels, I guess you could say, or like ranging from light to dark, neon, pink. So you could definitely create a in-depth look, a dramatic look, and not just like one green color across your lid, because you could take this green and also work in with this light one, take a turquoise and like maybe a dark blue. You know, you could go all over the palette and create just a colorful look, but in depth. From the Urban Decay Electric palette, they only have like one chartreuse color and like kind of like 3 or 4 like purple blue shades. This one you get all of the, pretty much all of the colors of the rainbow. So this is pretty awesome for having all of these colors at a low price. So you get mostly mattes, some shimmer, some with a little bit glitter in them, but most of these ones right down here are metallics or kind of satiny colors, and most of these ones right here are very smooth and pigmented. And when you dip your brush into the shadow, there is not much kick up. There's a little bit depending how hard you go into the shadow or how dry it is. Like, if you're going to one of these ones, more buttery ones, there might be a little bit, and if you go into a dry one, a little bit more. But definitely nothing compared to ABH Modern Renaissance palette. That one has a way more kick up than this, which is nice. That means you're not wasting product. Look at this tail. I know, baby. I know. There's also not that much fallout when you put it on your eyes or work it into your crease. You also need to build up the color, as I will show you in my demo right away here. That I place it down, or you pat it down, and then you can blend it out. That's what I usually do to build up the color. And some shades I found, they don't blend out very easily, like right here going into my brow bone area. They kind of just have a harsh line, so you kind of have to work at it a little bit. Only some do that, and definitely not all of them, but just a heads up. Okay, so now I'm going to show you the demo of how I got this look today.
Cuba, que viva Cuba. Cuba para siempre. Cuba, que viva Cuba. Cuba para siempre. Cuba para siempre. Cuba para siempre. Cuba, Cuba, que
for about like 5 days straight now, and I do have my opinions on it, and I can show you the looks I created now. So when I did my purple eyeshadow look that I did yesterday, I was removing my eye makeup and I noticed that the purple/pink shade stained my lids pink. And I believe it was this shade right here, and it stained where I had put it on my outer corner and inner corner and across my crease to create a halo eye. It stained my eyelids kind of a light pink shade. So that was a little weird. I didn't expect that. That's just a little heads up. Also, I don't know for sure if it says on the back. Since these are pigments and not really eyeshadows, it does give the warning to avoid direct contact with eyes. So when I'm like, maybe not everybody's going to be cautious about this, but when I was doing my lower lash line, I would pack on the shadows and then I'll blend it out with a clean brush. And if I swipe it with the brush that I have the color on, some product may get into my eyes and irritate them. Yes, and also there's different finishes. There's mattes, there's satins, and there's kind of metallic shades, shimmery shades, but mostly mattes. Like the buttery ones give off way more pigmentation than the harder, kind of chalkier ones. But to get the most pigmentation, just rub your finger in it and apply it onto your eye. I wouldn't say they're super pigmented, but they do have color payoff and they are true to color, but it just takes a little bit of work to get there. I think $16.99 is a great price for this palette. I think if you went any more expensive, you probably would be pushing it because the quality is not 100% amazing, but $16.99 is a good price. And the shipping to Canada costed about $8, but there was a kind of a deal going on, so I got $5 off, so my shipping was only a couple bucks. And they also threw in like a little neutral palette that had 6 shadows in it for free. So that was kind of cool. And I think it took about a week and a half to 2 weeks to get it to me, but I think maybe a little over a week and a half. So if you want a lot of color eyeshadows for not too much price, I would say totally go and get this. This is a great palette if you're a little bit more experienced and you want just a whole palette to dip into if you want to get a colorful eyeshadow for any look, or you want to base a whole eyeshadow look off of this palette. I think it's really good. But if you're a first-time beginner and don't really know how to work with shadows, I would say maybe hold off for an easier working palette, either the electric palette or anything like that, because this is a little bit harder. If you already have a palette that you like that has lots of colors in it and it's really nice, maybe I would say skip this. But then again, this is only $16.99. This isn't $50, so if you think you might want it or might want to use it or you're really interested in it, I'd say give it a shot. But yeah, my final personal opinion about this, I really like this palette. I'm so happy that I got it because I don't really have a palette with this many colorful eyeshadows, and I don't have the whole rainbow of color in my collection already. So this is awesome to have for any look this summer if I want to do another colorful eye for the beach, or I don't know, something like that. I don't know, it's something crazy. So I don't know if I have much else to say now. I hope you guys enjoyed my review. If you have any questions that I didn't cover already in this review, please leave them down below. I will totally comment back. So thank you guys so much for watching my review and demo and swatches and all the stuff I did in this video. So much stuff. But I hope you like it. Please hit the like button and subscribe down below, and I'll see you guys in my next video.